Good morning, students. I am Basavaraj.RC, your science teacher. The Lake Paris Higher Primary School, JSL Extension, 6th class, Chitradurga. Welcome back to online classes. Today, we will discuss about 10th standard, 2nd chapter, acids, base and salts. First, we know that what is the acids and bases. First one, acid. The acids are those substances which releases hydrogen ions. It means H plus ions when the acid is dissolved in water. This process is known as the acids. Next, the hydrogen ions, H plus ions, that cannot exist alone. The hydrogen ions that combines with water molecules, H2O, to form a H3O plus ions and hydronium ions. For example, the hydrochloric acids and nitric acid. Second one is bases. What are the bases? The bases are those substances which releases the hydroxyl ions. It means OH minus ions when dissolved in water. The bases solutions in water is called a alkali solutions. For example, sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide. Next one is ions in acids or bases. First one shows a acids, HCl, the hydrochloric acid. The hydrochloric acid is dissolved in water, the H plus ions and Cl minus ions. It is a split. The acid is dissolved in water, H is split and Cl minus is split. And next one is KOH, the potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide is one of the base. It is dissolved in a water. The OH minus ions are separated and the K plus ions are separated. Next, the properties of acids and bases. What are the properties of acids? The acid is a sour in taste and bases the bitter in taste. Next one, in acid, it's conduct a electricity when dissolved in water. In bases, the conduct electricity when dissolved in water. Next one, that turns the blue litmus paper to red litmus paper. In bases, that turns red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. What is the difference between a dilute acids and a dilute bases? The first one, decrease in hydronium ions. It means H3O minus ions. The concentration per unit volume result in a formation of dilute acids. In bases, decreases in hydroxyl ions means OH minus ions. Concentration per unit, the volume results is formation of dilute bases. Next one, the highly hexothermic reactions. In bases, the hexothermic reactions. Next one, the strength of acids or bases. What are the strength? First, we learn the strong acids and weak acids. Both are different. The first one is strong acids. Strong acids are releases H plus ions. For example, HCl, hydrochloric acid, it split into H plus and Cl minus ions. Next one, weak acids. It releases the H plus ions. For example, acetic acid, CH3COOH. Next one is strong bases. It releases more H plus ions. For example, Na plus NaOH. It means Na plus Cl minus ions. In weak bases, for example, it releases less OH ions. For example, ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH. What are the common different are common acids. For example, the source, first one is vinegar, second one is tomato, third one is orange. What are the acids? In vinegar, acetic acid, the next one oxalic acids and citric acids. And second one, next one is lemon and tamarind and curd. The acids are present in these. The lemon is citric acid and tamarind is tartaric acid and curd is lactic acid. What are the indicators? The indicators, the substances that tell us the various substances is acidic or basic by changing color or smell. That is called as a indicators. For example, the litmus solutions. The types of indicator. The first one is olfactory indicators. What are olfactory indicators? The substance that change its odor in acidic or basic media. That is, we call it as a olfactory indicators. And next one is natural indicators. For example, turmeric or litmus. It obtained from a lichen. Third one is the synthetic indicators. For example, methyl orange or phenolphthalein indicators. So these are the examples of the indicators. First one, the indicators. First one is red litmus indicators. It is the natural color is red. It reacts in a acid, remains a red. In base, it turns into a blue color. And second one is the blue litmus paper. It is the original color is the blue. In acid, it turns into a red, but bases it remains a blue color. And third one is phenolphthalein indicators. That is the natural color is colorless. And second, it converts into an acid, also a colorless, but in bases it turn colorless to the pink color. And fourth one is the methyl orange. The natural color is reddish orange. In acids, it convert into a reddish orange to a red color. In bases, the reddish orange is converted into a yellow color. Next, litmus test. How to litmus paper, how to test? The first one is the acidic solution and second one is alkaline. It means a basic solutions. First, the litmus paper turns red when dipped in a acidic solutions. In second one is the litmus paper turns a blue when dipped in an alkali solution. First one, it shows a acid is present and the second one, it shows a alkaline solutions is present. Next one, the chemical properties of acids. With metal. In metal, the acid is react with a metal, it converted into a salt plus hydrogen gases. For example, 2HCl is acid, 2 hydrochloric acid is reacts with a zinc, it converted into a zinc chloride, ZnCl2 plus hydrogen gas, H2 gas is released. Next one, with metal carbonate. Acid is react with metal carbonate, it converted into a salt plus the carbon dioxide plus water. For example, 2HCl, the hydrochloric acid is react with the metal carbonate, sodium carbonate, Na2CO3, it converted into a 2NaCl, sodium chloride plus carbon dioxide plus H2O. Third one is with metal hydrogen carbonate. The acid is react with a metal hydrogen carbonate. It's converted into a salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. For example, HCl is reacts with a sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3. It converted into a NaCl. It means salt. plus CO2 plus H2O. And fourth one is with metallic oxide. The acid is reacts with a metal oxide, it converted into a salt plus water. 2HCl is reacts with a calcium oxide, it's converted into a CaCl2, calcium chloride plus water. And next one is the chemical properties of bases. With metal, the base plus metal, NaOH is one of the base, it reacts with a zinc, it converted into a salt, Na2ZnO3, sodium zincate, and hydrogen gas, H2. And with non-metallic oxide, next one is the bases plus non-metallic oxide. Base, for example, CaOH2 is reacts with a CO2, it converted into a calcium carbonate, CaCO3 plus H2O. And next one is neutralization reaction. What is neutralizations? The acid and bases that reacts with each other to produce a salts and water. This process we call it as a neutralization reactions. For example, acid plus base, it's converted into a salt but water. Example, HCl. The hydrochloric acid is one of the acids and NaOH is the base. It's converted into a NaCl. Na is reacts with a Cl and converted into NaCl plus H2O. It converts NaCl plus H2O. This process is called as a neutralization reactions. And what are salts? The salts is obtained when the hydrogen of acids is replaced by the metal. This process is called as a acids. For example, NaCl and Na2SO4. Next one is common salts. The sodium chloride, the salts obtained from a sea. This is we call it as a common salts. Next one is the fact check. And metallic oxides are a basic oxides. And metallic oxides react with the acids to give salt and water, and similar to the reaction of a base with an acid. This is called as the metallic oxides. And next one is non-metallic oxides are a acidic oxides. Non-metallic oxides reacts with a bases to give salt and water. This is similar to the reaction of and the acids with a bases. This process will be known as the non-metallic oxides. Okay students, today we will stop here. Thank you.